going to start with Brittney Spears. So according to her new memoir, and I'm going to bring up the New York Post article, this is what the New York Post writes. Brittney Spears has revealed that she got an abortion while she was dating Justin Timberlake in the early 2000s. According to an excerpt from Spears' upcoming bombshell-laced memoir titled The Woman in Me, Spears claimed that while the pregnancy was a surprise, she was not totally upset. This is what she said. The excerpt is, "I loved Justin so much," she writes. "I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than I'd anticipated. But Justin definitely wasn't happy about the pregnancy. He said we weren't ready to have a baby in our lives, that we were way too young." Spears continued, "I'm sure people will hate me for this, but I agreed not to have the baby. I don't know if that was the right decision. If it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it. And yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father." That's pretty overwhelming, isn't it? Breaks my heart for her. People so often just criticize her for the crazy videos and the dancing and the mental health issues that she suffered, the conservatorship. Maybe this is why. Maybe this played into it. Here's the thing. This is stereotypical of abortions in our country. Women, and this is according to the Charlotte Lozier Institute. I want to read this. 70% of women who had abortions described them as coerced, pressured, or inconsistent with their own values and preferences. A majority experienced pressure from other people in their lives, belying the dangerous assumption that abortion is strictly a matter of, quote, a woman's choice. 70% of women who had abortions felt coerced into having abortions, which means that what Brittney experienced here, where she was madly in love with this man, madly in love with Justin Timberlake. She wanted to marry him. She wanted to have a family with him. She wanted to have his babies. She envisioned them being together forever. She got pregnant and she wanted that to be a reality. And yet Justin Timberlake said to her, "No, I don't want the baby. The baby's going to be an inconvenience. I don't want you to have the baby." And he pressured her to abort the baby to the point that she was worried that she would lose him, that he would break up with her, that he would leave her if she didn't abort the child in her womb. And so she didn't, even though she wanted that child that was growing inside her. This is the majority of abortions in our country. The majority of abortions in our country are not women who are cavalierly getting rid of a pregnancy that they don't want. They're afraid of losing the man that they love.